She was born by the shore, among old fishing nets and broken pieces of boats. No one knew where she came from. One day, this tiny gray kitten just appeared near our dock and stared right at us with her big, curious eyes.
Hello, baby.
Welcome to your new home.
We got a new house.
We live on a boat year-round. It's our home, even if it rocks and creaks sometimes. We'd wanted a cat for a long time, but we weren't sure how one would handle life on the water. But she seemed made for the sea. At first, she hid in the shadows, then slowly came closer, and before we knew it, she jumped onto the deck. That's when I turned to my husband and said, "Well, looks like we've got ourselves a new crewmate."
One thing I hate about being at the helm is that this happens. These two are being cute as heck without me.
We set up a little bed for her in the cabin, right next to ours, so she'd feel safe. The first few nights, she slept at our feet. And every morning, she'd climb up to the deck to check what boats had arrived and what was happening around the harbor.
Get out the zoomies. Go get them.
Get him out. Get it now.
Whenever we get ready to sail, she's always there, sitting by the helm like a true first mate. Leo checks the ropes, I handle the engine, and she watches over everything, serious and focused. Before we leave, we put her in a little harness, though honestly, she already knows this is her home, her crew, her ship. While we're sailing, she usually sleeps. She's not bothered by the sound of the motor, the flapping sails, or the wind. She just stretches out in the middle of the deck and naps as if the world around her is completely still. Sometimes, when the sea is calm, she comes closer, curls up in my lap and purrs while we move quietly across the open water.
Spicy cats go on a spice rack.
Whoa.
Big hop.
Sometimes we drop anchor in small coves where the water is crystal clear and there's no one around. Those are her favorite days. We take her with us to the beach, where she runs across the sand, climbs trees, and watches the crabs scuttle by. Once she even tried to catch a seagull, but quickly realized that was a bit out of her league. Now, she just keeps a close eye on everyone that flies past.
Hello.
Hi. Someone wants to say hi to you.
I often think about how much she's changed. At first, she was scared of everything. Loud noises, people, even her own reflection. Now she walks along the railings with confidence, looks down at the water, watches the fish, and chases little spots of light dancing on the surface.
Hello.
When the sea gets rough and the waves crash against the hull, she doesn't hide or panic. She just sits by the porthole watching the water rise and fall, calm as ever. I think she feels the sea as deeply as we do. In the evenings, we sit on the deck with a cup of tea, watching the sun sink below the horizon. She lies next to us, paws tucked under her chest, softly purring. And every time, I think how amazing it is that fate brought her to us. A kitten who once lived alone among the bushes now has a home, even if that home floats on water.
Here we are. Look, a free cat. Oh, look who it is.
Since she came aboard, life on the boat has changed. The nights are no longer quiet. Now they're filled with her gentle purring and the sound of tiny paws on the deck. She brought something warm and alive into our world, something that makes every day brighter. We often joke that we're not just a couple living on a boat anymore. We're a real crew now, a captain, a navigator, and a ship's cat. And honestly, I can't imagine this boat without her. If you like this story about our cat, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to hear more touching and heartwarming stories.